These cars are causing growing trade tension between China on one side and the US and Europe on the other. China is accused of flooding the global market.
Are you feeling lost in today's car market maze? With inventory levels fluctuating and price jumping all over the place, some are drowning in oversupply, while others are left sitting idle without any takers. At number 10, we have Maserati Levante. When you think of Maserati, you think of a luxury car that everyone wants to drive, right? Well, this car looks great and has some sleek curves that give it a classic Italian look. But despite its attractiveness, with a market day supply of 31, it seems like people aren't willing to pay a high price for the exclusivity of driving something not seen every day. It's also because of how people see the brand. While some see Maserati as a top-notch Italian luxury brand, others see them as expensive cars that drain your wallet. Consumer Reports ranked Maserati low for reliability compared to similar models, based on feedback from owners. Some owners dealt with interior rattling, while others had issues with the infotainment system. But the most common complaint is about the cheap interior materials, which don't match the high price tag of $100,000 for an SUV. Now, let's talk about the number 9, the Jaguar F-Type. When Jaguar released the F-Type, it marked a return to the exciting sports car the British brand was known for. Since its introduction, a lot has changed for this two-door model. The front engine, two-seat coupe or convertible, now has top competition from newer mid-engine cars like the Chevrolet Corvette and Porsche 718. However, consumers are questioning the reliability of these cars, and their cheap materials and low quality are turning people away. If you're going to spend that much money, why not choose a Mercedes or Porsche instead? According to Car Edge, dealers have to keep these cars for 315 days due to slow sales. Despite its style and performance, demand for the Jaguar isn't high. Interestingly, gender plays a role here. Men usually prefer other brands with a similar style, while women are more drawn to the Jaguar look. However, most women aren't shopping for a sports car according to the data. Number 8, the Ram 2500. The Ram 2500 is a top-quality full-size truck known for its great design, high towing capacity, and impressive performance. The automaker made improvements to the 2020 heavy-duty pickup trucks to make them quieter, more luxurious, and smoother ride, with increased towing and hauling abilities. However, there are more Ram 2500 trucks on dealer lots than needed. With a market day supply of 318, dealers have a large inventory of these trucks, even though overall Ram sales were down 7% last year. Not everyone needs a heavy-duty trucks like the Ram 2500. These trucks are expensive to maintain compared to the F-150, and they only get around 14 miles per gallon. With fuel prices going up, not many people are interested in buying them right now. Number 7, Audi e-tron GT. Moving on to the Audi e-tron GT, its base price dropped significantly from $104,000 when it was brand new to $63,000 as a used car in just 1 year. It's like the car's value takes a quick nosedive as soon as you drive it off the lot. Many Audi e-tron GT owners are worried about the long wait times for maintenance repairs because most US Audi dealerships don't have the right tools and parts. But the biggest issue is the car's limited range. In 2024, the Audi e-tron GT could only go up to 238 miles on the full battery. If electric vehicles like the e-tron GT want to succeed, they need to improve their range. Unlike gas-powered cars where you can easily find a gas station every few miles, finding charging stations for electric cars, especially in remote areas, can be challenging. According to the Car Edge inventory report, there were nearly 1,000 e-tron GT sitting unsold at dealerships, with an average of 327 days of inventory supply. This number is also affected by a recent recall issued by the brand, which could potentially cause damage or fire due to liquid intrusion onto the battery. Moving on to number 6, the Ram 3500. There are around 3,000 unsold Ram 3500 trucks waiting for buyers. With that many trucks sitting at the dealerships, it might take a while for them to sell. According to Car Edge data, that's about 342 days worth of inventory. Even though the Ram 3500 has great towing and payload capacity, its diesel engine is noisy. Buyers need to decide if they're okay with the extra noise pollution. Also, the truck comes with an outdated transmission system. Unfortunately, there's no manual transmission available. The diesel version of the Ram 3500 comes with an old 6-speed automatic transmission. If you want a newer 10-speed automatic transmission, you will have to pay extra. Overall, the Ram 3500 is a reliable work truck, but the market for it has slowed down in recent years. Now, onto number 5, the Chrysler 300. Chrysler recently announced that they're cutting their car lineup in half for the 2024 model year. Sadly, the aging 300 sedan is being discontinued after a long 17-year run. It's been updated many times over the year to keep up with the time. The Chrysler 300 was once seen as a revival to the classic American large V8 sedan, but now Chrysler is shifting focus to the electric vehicles under the new Stellantis group. There are over 5,000 units of the 300 left, and it takes about 346 days to sell them all. So if you want one, you better act fast. Moving on to the number 4, the Dodge Challenger. The folks at Dodge's SRT lab were like mad scientists, going all out with a Hellcat engine, making it super powerful. The regular one has 717 horsepower, while the Red Eye version cranks up to 797 horsepower. There's even a super stock model with a whopping 807 horsepower designed specifically for drag racing. When paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, the Challenger SRT Red Eye wide bodies we tested zoomed to 60 miles per hour in just 3.6 seconds and finished a quarter mile in 11.8 seconds at 125 miles per hour. We've driven a bunch of these Hellcats, and let me tell you, it's always a blast tapping into the endless power. But handling this wild beast straight and true takes some serious core control skills. Every time you start one up, it's got this sinister whirl that turns it into a wicked hole when you hit the gas hard. And that supercharger whine? It'll send chills down your spine, for sure. Maybe even a mix of fear and excitement. While these high-performance challenges might not be the absolute best for track racing, they're lightning fast in a straight line and handle pretty well on twisted roads. Just remember to ease off the gas pedal when things get hairy. Now, let's talk about the number 3, Ford Mustang Mach-E. With the changes, one version of the Mustang Mach-E will cost less than $40,000 for the first time. The 2024 Ford Mustang Mach-E crossover is kind of like a modern twist of the classic Mustang car, but it's more about using the famous name than the super loud and fast like the original. But don't be fooled, the electric car is still pretty speedy, powerful, good-looking, and comfy for families. There are different versions to choose from, like the basic one's budget-friendly, the fancy premium model with a lot of cool features, and the sporty GT for those who want both power and features. It's not as advanced as some other electric cars like the Hyundai Ioniq 5, but it still has a nice interior with all the latest tech stuff from Ford. Most versions can go more than 250 miles on one charge. And the GT Performance model we tested zoomed 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds, which is almost as fast as the Mustang Shelby GT500. So, it's earned a spot on our list of top picks for 2024. Now, let's talk about number 2, Dodge Charger. That's likely why Dodge decided to stop making the Dodge Charger and Challengers after 2023, but there are already over 33,000 Dodge Chargers sitting at dealerships waiting to be sold. According to the Car Edge data, that's enough to last for 477 days. Dodge seems to be facing the most difficulties among all the car brands on the list. It looks like America is moving away from Dodge. Pun intended. That's a funny joke, right? Number 1, the Dodge Hornet. The Dodge Hornet is at the top spot, but it's not doing well at all. Priced at about $41,000, it's having a tough time finding buyers. According to the data, it would take 480 days to sell all the ones currently in stock. That's about a year and a half. The Hornet is smaller than other SUVs in its class, almost like a subcompact SUV. While some people might think it's a compact size, others might prefer bigger SUVs with more space for passengers and cargo. As a result, there's not much space inside. Taller people might still find enough legroom in the front or back seats, but there isn't a lot of extra room for passengers or cargo. If you have a big family or like carrying a stroller and groceries to your trunk, this vehicle might not be the best choice for you. Alright, it's time to finish up. We hope you found this list interesting and learned something from it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button so you can stay updated on the latest in the car world.